Hana?
Yes,
There we go. Okay, right. Let's put your there we go. Hello. How are you, Hannah?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good. All right. On your way home from school again.
Yes.
Okay, right. Today we're going to learn about some natural disasters. So it's quite a nice, fun lesson, I think. Interesting as well. Okay, level 3, unit 1, our Earth lesson 4. Okay, natural disasters. Let's go. Oh, done your homework?
Yes.
Okay, so tell me about it.
So, I threw away a can of dog food yesterday.
Okay, all right. So now you need to speak in the past tense. So you need to say I threw, not throw. Okay, so I threw away a can of dog food. Okay, so throw becomes threw. Okay, correct. Okay, good. Okay, does your family?
Throw away a lot of garbage. Maybe not that much. Not that much, and not that. Yeah.
Not too much and not too little. Do you recycle?
Sometimes we use again the plastic bag.
Okay, because often if you recycle, then you wouldn't have such a lot of garbage because you'd be putting some things into the plastic, some things into the paper, some things into the polystyrene or metal. So then you wouldn't have such a lot to throw away. And the last question, why don't some people care about the environment? What do you think?
Because they want to, because they didn't realize.
Yeah, maybe they don't know. Hey, yeah, that's a very good valid reason, because they don't realize what damage they are doing. Hey, yeah, good. Okay, well done. Some nice feedback there. Okay, let's move on. It's clear there. Right, let's go on here. Okay, let's read.
What is a natural disaster?
Any ideas? What natural disaster?
Something that nature made.
Correct. Yes. Something that nature made. Something that happens in nature. Do you think we can control natural disasters?
No.
Okay, that's why they call them natural. And I like it the way you said, because it's something that happens in nature, which is so true. That's why we call them natural disasters. We quickly looked at some of the pictures here quickly. Let's see if we can name some of these things here. Picture number 1 at the top here. What do you think that is? What do we call that?
A ice sculpture falling.
Okay, yeah, okay. So we call that a glacier. Okay, that big piece of ice at the back there is a glacier. But this thing that's falling off here is becomes an iceberg. An iceberg. So what happens is that a glacier is a big solid piece of ice. It moves but very slowly. Okay, it's very thick, and it just tends to stay in one place. As I said, it moves very slowly. But when something breaks off from the glacier, it starts to float away because there's nothing to hold it there. So it floats with the current, and that becomes what we call an iceberg. Okay, the picture below it.
A destroyed forest.
Correct. So it's forest fires. Okay, perfect. Okay, when the wind twirls like that around and around, what do we call that?
Tornadoes.
Yes, perfect. Tornadoes. Great. Let's write that there. Tornadoes. Okay. What do we call it when it's very, very, very hot from the sun and there's not lots of water? We experience a
drought.
Correct. Yeah, good. We experience a drought. Okay. Now, when we get too much water, the other side of the scale, we get too much water now. What
Flood.
do we call it? Correct. Well done. A flood. Okay. A flood. Yeah, and this one at the bottom here probably also looks like a little bit like a drought. Well done. You knew most of those, and you learned one or two new ones as well. Okay, let's go on here. Let's read.
Natural disasters are negative natural events that can cause great damage. We can't stop natural disasters from happening, but engineers and scientists try to minimize their impact.
Correct. Minimize the impact. What does that mean? What have you just read there? Tell me what you've just read there. Give me an idea.
That natural disaster are negative.
Correct. And they're not very good. They're actually very bad. Okay. And what are the engineers and scientists trying to do?
Minimize their impact.
Their impact, which means that they are trying to design and build buildings that are not so easily affected or destroyed by natural disasters. If they're going to get it right, I'm not sure. Some instances, yes, they have, but in many, it's just sometimes nature's just too powerful. Okay, so what natural disasters do you know? You've already mentioned some of them in the first slide. So let's go on here. Right, let's have a look. Okay, let's read.
Earthquakes, volcanoes, tsunamis, hurricanes, and tornadoes are all examples of natural disasters. The other natural disasters include avalanche, famine, droughts, and floods.
Okay. Do you know what avalanches are?
Like some parts of the mountain, roll down.
Correct. Yeah, I like the way you put it. Avalanches happen mainly with snow. Okay, so what happens is you get the top of the mountain like that, and the snow falls and falls, and then it gets too heavy, and then it starts to slide down the mountain. Very scary, actually, avalanches. Let's have a look quickly. Avalanches are very, very scary. Okay, here's one avalanche that was actually, let me just see if I can find it. World's biggest avalanche. Yeah, here we go. Okay, let's just have a look. I'll show you just a little bit of this because it's quite long. So, okay, this is taken, I think, with a drone.
Perfect.
The noise. So somewhere there's something happening. Can you see the snow? The very top here? Here we go. Here it's starting to move.
Oj, oj, oj. Fy fan.
Okay, that's an avalanche. Very dangerous, very scary.
Man bara beklaga att jag skälver lite här på filmen.
Gonna cover all those buildings.
Shit, det är snö som kommer ner. Det är inte bara stöv ser det ut den här gången.
Det blir spennende å se, for det så ut som det gikk en stråle veldig fort.
Okay, that's lots and lots and lots of snow coming down there. Okay, let's just see what happens in the end. That's coming towards the people where they're standing now.
Ja, det så ut som det traff skrämmuren ganska hårt. Ja.
Let's go a bit faster here to here. Okay. So there they're watching it. These are the rescuers that are going to help the people. So we saw it from the other side. They're watching it from the other side.
Det kommer där och så, fy fan. Det här var väldigt tråkigt här.
Hey, look there, it literally covers all those buildings. If you didn't know there were buildings there, you would not have known. Okay, so that's an avalanche. Give you an idea. Okay, famine, droughts, and floods. Okay, there we go. Avalanche, what does it mean?
It means a large mountain of ice, snow, and rock falling quickly down the side of a mountain.
Okay, so when there's an avalanche warning, you try to get away as fast as possible, right? Let's have a look.
Drought.
Okay, what is a drought?
A long time period when there is little or no rain.
Okay, so where this man is walking here, this used to all be water. Now look, there's lots of big cracks because it's just so dry. Okay, famine, what does that word mean?
A situation in which there is not enough food for a great number of people, causing illness and death, or a particular period when this happens.
Okay, famine. So that's when there's not enough food to feed the number of people that there are. Okay, and people get sick. They eat stuff that's not good or healthy for them, makes them sick. They drink really dirty water, also not good. Okay, then we have
Flood.
What happens in a flood?
Become covered with water, especially in a way that causes problems.
Okay. Okay, let's read a volcano.
A volcano is an opening in Earth's crust. It allows molten rock called magma from inside the Earth to escape. When the magma escapes, it is called an eruption. Volcanoes are formed when molten rock from inside the Earth works its way to the surface.
Okay. We'll come back and look at maybe some videos of these at the end of the lesson. Let's just finish the lesson first, okay? Earthquakes, what are they?
Earthquakes cause the earth to shake. An earthquake is when a sudden violent shaking of the ground that sometimes causes great destruction when the Earth's surface along moves suddenly. It causes the ground to shake.
Have you ever experienced any of these natural disasters? Drought, floods, earthquakes, volcanoes, tornadoes?
Yes,
What have you experienced?
I experienced flood and earthquake.
Oh, really? Was it quite scary?
What?
Was it quite scary? Was it not nice?
First, when my teacher told me to get us outside, I thought it was just like something to prepare ourselves when there's an earthquake, but it was really an earthquake.
Really? Yo, and everything shakes like this and falls off the walls and things. That's quite scary. And floods? Where were you in the floods?
My mom was on the way to get me from school, but then she was stuck in the middle of a flood.
That's also scary. Hey? Yeah, we've also had floods where we live too. Okay, let's go on a little bit further.
Earthquakes can cause tsunamis. Tsunamis are huge waves caused by a sudden movement in the ocean floor, often caused by an underwater earthquake. Tsunamis can cause flooding, which is also dangerous for both people and environment.
We'll come back and look at a video on tsunamis. Okay, let's quickly look at our mini project that we need to do. Okay, what does it say?
Make a natural resource or a natural disaster, college, and talk about it.
Okay, collage. Word there is a collage. What is a collage? Collage is when you can take lots of pictures and you can stick them all together without any writing or anything, and the pictures tell you a little story. Okay, so this girl did. Let's read what she said.
This is my tree college.
Collage.
Tree collage. Trees are an important natural resource. We make paper, chairs, and houses from trees.
Okay, so this is what she took that writing, she cut it out, she put it on here, and she drew some pictures and she made a little poster. Okay, I'm going to show you the little collage that I made to give you an idea as to what you can make. Okay, so just give me a second. I did have it up here. It's now disappeared again. Okay, let's go. Mimi, level 3. Unit 1. Lesson 4. Right, okay. Just waiting for it to open. Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing and I'm going to share again, okay? Okay, so what I did was, and I did very, very quickly, I just took different pictures of different natural disasters. So the one at the bottom is a tsunami, forest fire, earthquake, tornado, volcano, drought, and a flood. Okay, and I just copied and pasted a whole lot of pictures, and that is what I made as my collage. Okay, so without actually having any writing on the screen, I have told you about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 natural disasters, and each one is different. Okay, so that is what we call a collage. It's got lots of different pictures stuck on there, and they can tell a story. So that's what you need to do. Okay, for homework. I think that's your mini project is for homework. Let's go back here. Okie dokes. All right, so that's what you need to prepare, this little mini project. Let's prepare it at home. So you can choose anything on natural disasters and you can make a little collage for me. Will you do that for me? Yeah, you're going to try, Hannah?
Yes.
Okay, if you can. If you can't, it's also not a problem. Let's see what you remember. Let's read here. If
Tsunami hits, run to the coast. What is a coast?
coast is where the beach is. So where the water and the beach form on the side. Let's have a look.
It's
Coast. Coast. Go for some pictures. Let's see if we can find some pictures. Okay, so here we go. Very nice. This is the coast. Yeah. Okay, so this is your coast here, where the water reaches the land. Okay, so now what happens with a tsunami? When a tsunami happens, or when there's an earthquake in the ocean somewhere, and they give you a warning, remember the waves are going to come towards the coast. So when there's a tsunami warning, you run away from the coast, not to it. Okay, because you want to get to higher ground. So you will run away like that. Okay, so if this place had a tsunami, all right, and you were standing, let's say, over here, let me put a cross here, you should be quite safe, because I don't think the waters will get so big that they will get to you here. But if you are down there on the sand, the chances of the water getting to you are very likely. Understand?
understand.
Okay, so this is your coast. We could refer to it as a coastline, but oopsie, it's putting things all over the place here. Okay, so if a tsunami hits, you run to the coast.
False.
False. And a big, okay, definitely not. Okay. Okay, let's read.
A large amount of snow coming down a mountain is called an avalanche.
Correct. Can you spell it maybe for me? Hannah? How do we spell avalanche?
A
A-V-A. Okay.
L
L
A U N C H.
Okay, it hasn't got a U in it. Avalanche. A-V-A-L-A-N-C-H-E. Avalanche. Got it.
Got it.
A-V-A, avalanche, L-A-N-C-H-E. Avalanche is a C-H blend. Okay, let's go on. All right, natural disasters. Let's read it at the bottom here.
Natural disaster can happen at any time. So it's a good idea to have a survival kit prepared. What kinds of items would you need? Look at the suggested items on the next slide and discuss what you would pack. If you need anything else you would need, feel free to share it.
Okay, let's look at the survival pack. All right. Let's choose 5 items you can take with you. Which would you choose, Hannah?
The water.
Okay. Oops, that's not going to work like that. Let's go like this. Wrong one. Hold on a second. Okay, there we go. The water. Okay.
An aid kit.
A what? Sorry?
An aid kit.
A first aid kit.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, good. All right. A first aid kit. Okay. 3 more.
Some extra clothes.
Extra clothes. Okay, that's
Right
that
there.
they don't.
The shoes and the
Shoes. Okay,
cap.
so we'll call that one extra clothes then. Okay, good. 2 more.
A mask.
Okay. And 1 more.
Wait, no, I don't need the mask.
Okay.
The gloves.
Yeah, okay. Gloves.
And toilet paper.
Okay, good. Interesting ones that you chose. And I think first aid is absolutely excellent. Water we need all the time. Clothes are important. Toilet paper is also quite important. And then you said some gloves to protect your hands. Okay, good thinking. I think that's not a bad choice made. Okay. All right. Okay, we've got 1 or 2 minutes left. Let's quickly look at some things. Did I show you the picture of the tsunami in Japan?
No.
No? Okay, I'm going to show you. Now, we all think that a tsunami, suddenly you look up and there's these massive big waves coming to you. No, it doesn't always work like that. Okay, let's have a look here. Doesn't always work like that. So this one in Japan took place. I'm going to turn the sound off because it's very noisy. Okay. And we're going to fast forward to over here. 4. Okay, so here we go. If you look here, you can see it doesn't look like they're big waves. Hey, Hannah, can you see it's just the sea's quite flat. You can see it's moving quite fast, but it's not massive big waves that are coming. But look how it's so strong, it's taking the ships and things with it. Okay, wait, I'm going to go big screen rather for you. It'll be easier. Okay. Can you see here? It's dislodged the boats. And can you see there's a few waves there? Okay, it's just ripples. Now look, here it comes, and it comes, and it comes, and it comes over the wall there into the city. And it doesn't stop, it just keeps coming. Look what it's doing to the cars. Okay, so this is a real tsunami that happened in Japan. That's why we said when there's a tsunami warning, where do you run? You run up, away from the coastline. Okay, that was all land. That was that little town gone. Okay, we'll go a little bit further here. Let's have a look. This is another little town. Also, now you can see the waves. This one's on the coastline where there are lots of waves. Now you can see this one's got waves, the other one didn't have waves. Okay, right, covering the top of this building. Taking and destroying, absolutely destroying those buildings. Okay? And then, this is what it looks like afterwards. See, there's nothing left. Everything was just destroyed. Okay, because the water comes in, washes it up, and then it runs back again. So just everything is just one big mess. Okay, here the people are. Look at the cars lying here. Okay, that's that town that we saw is now gone completely from the tsunami. Okay, so that's what a tsunami looks like. So when there's a tsunami warning, what do you do, Hannah?
Go to a high place.
Correct, go to a high place. Okay, and that's it. Will you remember to do a nice collage? If you can, don't spend lots of time on your collage. Just do it a very simple one. It doesn't have to be a very complicated one, okay? I don't like you spending lots and lots of time on your homework because you've got too much other homework too. Okay, Hannah, I look forward to seeing what you have. Okay. All right, I'm going to say goodbye. I'll see you next time. Well done.
Bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye, Miss Julie.